Hi guys, this is Eddie from Food for Thought, and I'm going fishing. A reasonably sized perch. Right, I actually went fishing a few weeks ago, and I used my hand fishing kit. I just decided to go out. I will be putting on little bits of that little fishing trip on while I'm going to show you how to make that fishing kit. That's dinner size. Which there's probably lots of videos out there on how to do it, but this is just my little way of doing it and showing you what I use. I'll just show you that this is the kit that I used. I've got my hooks wrapped up there, and I'll show you this in a second. But it's just a tube. Actually, this is the tube number 2. I got this at my local surplus store. It's they sell medical kind of supplies there, as well as obviously all the other kind of surplus stuff. So you can get pretty good medical kits put together. But this is 39 cents. It's a little tube, has a little screw top, and it's nice enough size for hand. You can use other things, like these are M&M tubes. Anything that will hold a small fishing kit, you know, pop the lid off and you got a fishing kit. You can hold it in your hand, you can wrap line. They also sell medicine balls. You know, there's a fishing gear inside it. That was 30 cents. This was actually 39 cents. That's 30 cents. Well, I'm throwing this around, and that's 20 cents. So it's not breaking the bank. And you can get these cheap kind of floats, red and yellow floats, and they're every Walmart or every surplus store, or these are sold in every fish and tackle shop I've ever been in North America. And you can get a bag of these for about $1 or $2. But again, this is wide enough to put in your hand. My favorite of all, and I couldn't actually find my actual fishing kit, but it's a protein drink. You know, I usually say there, it's a whey protein drink. I don't even see who it's from. But this one, I got this years and years and years ago. I actually keep this as a reminder when I'm showing people. I actually have taught classes on how to do these kind of things with kids. And I have I used to have like 30 of these, and I've given them out. And I maybe got half a dozen left in boxes, whatever. So this is one of the ones. But this is by far my favorite. But it is, I've got big mitts. Good size for being able to have the line at the end, and it's still controlled by all these. Whereas this little kit, it's halfway through my hand, and I'm only just grabbing it, which is still, this is pocket size. This is a little bit more. But let's go and make this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll show you using this red paracord instead of, I usually use either 6-pound braided line, or I like the extra tough, the Trilene, the Berkeley Trilene, and that's also 6-pound. I find that 6-pound is ideal for this weight because it gives you the stretch that you need, but the strength in case you do take a pound fish, 1-pound fish or whatever. This 6-pound hopefully shouldn't take it, because obviously you're not going to be using a rod which has the bend, which will use the elasticity to be able to fight that fish. So, tag end. So loop the tag end around the tube. I usually hold it, you know, like so I can use these 3 fingers, so I manipulate it with these, but whatever. So wrap the tag end around. Obviously with that, I actually do about 6 turns. I want it really strong, but with this I'm only going to use 3 because I'm not going to be able to get 6 turns wrapped around with paracord. So tag end, 1, 2, and 3. So we got the tag end here. We got the area beside the pole that goes through that hole beside the pole, up, and then this loop now in through there, and then start to just push that and cinch that down, leaving the tag end here. Do not pull the tag end because you'll just make it horrible, but nice and slow right down, and then you've got a nice neat knot, and then you start to cinch that in, and that sucker ain't going anywhere. This is actually a really good knot for even when you're tying anything to poles out in the woods. I know other people will use other things, but this cinches down, that's going nowhere. You would trim off the tag end to make it nice and pretty, and then just start winding up your stuff, your line. Okay, let's get into the kit. Let's try that again. Right, for the fishing kit itself, you'd use what you're comfortable with. How expensive your hooks are. I tend to buy really cheap hooks. I'll tend to have to sharpen those, but I lose so many hooks. I'm not going to buy expensive hooks. I tend to buy like big packets of these. These are my gold ones for carp or corn. But lots and lots of hooks. These aren't even big. Even the big ones aren't that big. So I buy these in packs of, I think, 250, something like that. So I buy usually about four boxes of these from China, and then just store them, and I have 1,000 at a time, you know. But one of my biggest tips for you is the way I carry them. They go on to just a piece of packing tape. Get at the dollar store. Again, cheap dollar store packing tape. Stick your hooks, and then just get a page from a jotter or whatever. Put on the back of that, and then you just have to just tear off. You know, you just tear it and pull out your hook. You're ready to go. So I've lost hundreds of hooks before because you get them in a box, you try and tip them out, and then you drop them in the grass. God, I've lost so many hooks like that. Since I've been using this for years now, I don't tend to lose them. Okay, there are different types of floats. As I said, these are the cheap ones. You know, get them from any place. I got these from the UK. So you just put the line through here. I've got line rubber, so I can actually put the line up there, but otherwise it can just go through that loop. I made this one myself, so it's just a piece of balsa wood that's been shaped with a cane on the end of it and painted. That's cheap. Right, also you can carry fish traps if you want. This is you can get these online. This is just a yo-yo, so you can buy this from anywhere. You know, it's a spring-loaded trap. Yo-yos. Spring-loaded traps in Canada are legal, so I do not carry these. I've got these in my survival kit, bug out bag, whatever you want to call it, in a box on a shelf, just in the off chance, because these are legal in Canada, so I can't use them. I can keep them, I just can't use them. Not until shit hits the fan. You got these also from the States. Survival kit, you just bend it over, you got the eye on it, and then you just pull it, boom, and it goes. I've got lots of others. I'll do another video on all the others that I've been collecting, because I'm quite curious on the different designs of fishing, mechanical fishing traps. It's a wee shad. There's lots of different types of bait. You can buy, there's lots of artificial baits like Gulp, great brand, and then they come in all sorts of different, whether it's pastes or they look like maggots or worms or little fish or whatever. Those are great. Fly fishing, I use an awful lot of fly fishing lures, especially the nymphs. So these just get dropped off into the water. These are some homemade ones, and these actually do work well. And I've also got a video on my paracord lure that I've made, which I'll put up in the corner here, and you will see how to make a really effective fishing lure from paracord. There are other people that have done it. Mine's the best. Really works well. But that is it. It is a simple way of fishing, and you can put it in a backpack or a pocket or a jacket, whatever, you know. And then while you're out, and if you just see, especially if you've got some lures and you don't have to look for natural baits, you can fish anytime. You know, whenever you see a pond or you're walking past a stream that looks like it might hold a few fish, trout or, you know, crappies or whatever, have a go. But let's get back to the fishing. Alright, so for the last one is another very, very small perch. Well, that was my day out. So I'm glad you've stuck with me to the end. Really appreciate that. Gordon and I really thank you for watching our videos. But if you'd like to see any more, smash that subscribe button, hit the alarm, you'll get many more. Bye for now. I'm going to throw my little guy back in, so this is the last one I got.
Here I am where the movie started, facing at a photo they've taken. Space tree flying through the skies and petals happen.